I decided to open up about this in this video today, just for me to feel less lonely about it, because I know that there are a lot of people, a lot of boys, a lot of men go through these same experiences, and they just don't talk about it. They don't speak about it. They just bury it deep inside, and they go through their lives till it destroys them, just little by little. Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. Um, so it's been a while. I haven't posted on anything. I haven't been talking to anyone. I haven't been using social media at all, to be honest. So yeah. Um, Today's video is gonna be different. It kind of goes against what I've been saying in my previous videos, how to be confident, how to stand up for yourself, how to do this and how to do that. And I wish I can say that to myself right now and believe it. A few months ago, I had a guy follow me home. I don't know at what point he started following me, and well, he did. He followed me home. I thought that he was living in my apartment building, so I didn't like close the door or anything, because like there is the door for the apartment building, and then you get to the elevator, and then from the elevator you get to your apartment. So he got through the door, but I had like this feeling inside that this guy was following me. I don't know why, like I just had this feeling. So I just stopped by the letterbox and I pretended that I was just checking my mail, but my assumptions were true. He just like stepped right behind me, like face against my shoulder. His face was against my shoulder. And I just like freaked out and I turned and I was like screaming at him and asking him what is he doing here? What does he want? And all of that. And he was like, he kept like staring at me. And I was so fucking scared. I mean, I've been like living alone for a while, and for this reason, because I was constantly having nightmares, I couldn't sleep at all. I don't know what's about like this new apartment that I'm unable to sleep well. In my previous apartment, it was absolutely fine. Like I was living alone and I had no issues, but probably because my last apartment was like in the middle of the city, so you can hear people passing by, you can hear cars, you can hear just everything. It was like it opens up on like a main street, so it felt less quiet. But this apartment, it's not like in the middle of nowhere, but it's still isolated from. It's not like in the middle of the city. It's not like it's like a little far from that. So yeah, you can say it's really quiet in here, and it's a bigger apartment than my other apartment. So like sometimes I can just talk or walk in my apartment and you can hear the echo, especially that I haven't like fully furnished my apartment to this day. I just like have my furniture from my last apartment still. I haven't really purchased anything new. Just like some little stuff for my kitchen, that's it. But back to my story. Reason why I asked my sister to move in with me because, yeah, I wasn't able to sleep. I just was constantly freaking out, and I was like literally begging her to move in with me. And it wasn't like begging because she already had the idea to move in with me because at that time she already like was thinking about it anyway to move out from my parents' house. So yeah, she thought, why not we just live together so that we can both be closer to our jobs. Back to this guy, after like me screaming at him and doing all that, uh, he just stood there and was literally like staring at me and saying nothing at all. So I just left him and went to the elevator to go straight to my apartment. While I was waiting for the elevator's doors to open, I just like took a few steps back and I looked to see, just to check if he's still there, and he was still standing there. So I was like literally freaking out and I was like pushing the button of the elevator for like the door to open, and it opens up. I get in and then I see him coming running, and he got in the same elevator. And at that moment I was screaming, like I was screaming at him, and I was like, I was like in state of shock. I didn't know what to do at all. And he kept like asking me for my number. And he was like putting at his phone and like for me to enter my number for him. And yeah. And then like when the apartment got to the floor where my apartment is at, I just left the elevator and I went straight like to the stairs, like to the exit, and then where there is the stairs, and just like stood there and waited for him like to go away. And then after like I don't know, like 5 minutes or something, I just walked back to my apartment. I checked like every single corner just to make sure that he's not waiting for me somewhere. And then I entered my apartment and I was like in a state of shock all the whole time. I didn't know like what was happening, or like I was like, this literally real? That accident started a lot of things that were kind of buried in me for a long time. I just like, I don't know, I didn't process it at that time. I just went along with my day and then went along with all the days that went after, and I didn't really process it. I tried to talk about it with a couple of my friends, but I kept just, I didn't just want to talk about it anymore. And especially that then my sister moved in with me, so I felt a little safer. But little by little, it was like, I don't know, like this thing. It was like really subconscious the whole time, till I just like sat and thought about it, and I was like, so, something is not working. Something is wrong. Like something. The like my body, my head, I wasn't able to do anything at all. I was in a state of shock the whole time, and my days go like this. I would wake up, I wouldn't do like my skincare, I wouldn't wash my face, I wouldn't do anything. I would just wake up, I'll probably eat breakfast if I feel like it. Sometimes I don't even eat anything. and then I will just stay in bed the whole morning, and then I'm just obligated to start work. So I will just log in into my laptop and start working, start my shift, and then end my shift, go back to bed, and then I will try to sleep. And that's how it's been for the past 2 months. And I've been literally trying everything just for me to feel something. Like I would watch movies, I would watch a lot of things just like to trigger something to tell me what's going on exactly. Till I don't know how it happened one day. Um, I started little by little, like this is honestly unreal, but little by little I started to uncover some memories that I buried from my childhood. And honestly, it wasn't just my childhood. To this day, and I came to the conclusion, or like, I had to convince myself, I had to face the reality that I was sexually assaulted. This is the first time I said it out loud. I tried once to tell my mom about it, and she said, a man can't be sexually assaulted. Like, how can you let that happen to you? You, like, you're a man. You're supposed to defend yourself if that ever happens to you. And since then, I just didn't tell anyone. And I've never honestly said it even to myself. And I've been having these constant nightmares. Like just yesterday, I couldn't sleep at all. And I kept dreaming of every single memory that happened to me in my past. And somehow I was grateful that I woke up and I can't even sleep in silence. I always have to put like this, I don't know, like this white noise or brown noise or whatever on my iPad and put it next to my head so that I can be able to sleep. Otherwise, I can't. I just constantly feel unsafe. And I can't tell anyone about it. I've never had the courage, to be honest, to talk about it because since my mom said those words. It stuck with me all that time. She once also told me that everything that happened to me is because I let it happen to me. Because of the way I dress, because I look out of the ordinary, I look too feminine compared to other boys. I don't do the same activities that other boys were doing. Because I carry a bag that, because of those things, I was asking for it. I let it happen. You're telling me that an 8-year-old boy was asking for it. I'm so sorry. But it was time for me. It was time for me to dig deep and to let it all out. Because I can't handle it anymore. Because I am literally unable to do the minor things in my life. I can't even wake up. I can't even get out of bed. I can't eat. I haven't spoken to any of my friends. Really, all my friends are really upset with me because I have been ignoring everyone. Because I don't know anyone. I don't want anyone to ask me, how are you feeling? I didn't grow up with anyone asking me that question. So now that I'm 22, I don't want it to be asked. Because I don't know what to answer, to be honest. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I'm supposed to be feeling. And I've been keeping the idea of going to a psychiatrist for the longest time. And finally, I decided that it was time that I see a psychiatrist and to have someone to talk to. And probably a psychiatrist will be able to identify what I have, because I'm pretty sure I have a lot of things. What sucks is, for the longest time, I've never been able to have any kind of relationship. And now I know why. I never wanted to have sex. I have always have been just avoiding the thought of having sex, and everyone are like, why is it a big deal? It's just sex. It's not important. How are you 22 and you're still a virgin? You're wasting your youth. But what I didn't know is that it's a big struggle for me. I don't even like going to the beaches. I don't like showering in front of people. Even when I used to go to the gym, I would like get my clothes with me, so I would shower, have a shower, and then change my clothes in the shower, and then I would get out. Or sometimes I wouldn't even shower at the gym at all. I would just go back home and have a shower. It's enough for me that I revealed that I was sexually assaulted. It's gonna take me more time to go through every single experience because they were plenty. Life really sucks. I spent my childhood getting bullied, just living through life, having such a huge burden on a child's shoulders, on a child's back throughout his childhood. And now I'm in my 20s and I can't even get a rest. When am I going to fucking rest? Like, literally, give me a break. Like, why me? I always ask myself, why? Why me? And it sucks because I can't talk to anyone about this. And I have no one who will like relate to me or because it's really, really hard for me. It's really, really hard for me to reveal this. Like, I've been in a state of shock for the past 3 months. I don't know how long it's been since the accident happened. I don't know if I should be glad that it happened. It was like a trigger that opened a huge hole in me, and now I don't know how to close it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be closing it. It's really, really tough. I will try sometimes to get out of bed, make breakfast, just like cook something. I really love cooking, so that makes it feel better. I would make a warm meal so that I can feel safer. But I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be like this. If I will ever be able to heal or to recover from this. But it's I already am doing a huge step by fucking checking myself and deciding to see a psychiatrist, and it's been really hard. I've always I've never really had that thought of seeing a psychiatrist. It's not for those reasons like me thinking I'm crazy, or I just I've always considered myself like this really strong person. I went through hell my entire childhood and I survived. I've never considered myself a victim. I've always considered myself a survivor. And that's how I just went through life. So yeah, I'm really really sorry that this video is out of pocket, but my entire purpose of making this YouTube channel is first and foremost for myself. It's like having a safe space for myself that I don't really care if people see it or they don't. I just do it. I just record myself and post it somewhere for someone like me to see it, because I've been really looking for other boys, for other men who've been through these same experiences, and I wanted to like hear them talk about it, or like talk about their journey, how they, if they ever healed from this. And yeah, I hope this would be the video for someone else. And yeah, I cried enough for tonight. I'm such an ugly crier. But yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for sitting with me tonight and listening to my story. I hope that you don't ever have to go through this experience. And if you ever had to go through it, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I'm always going to be here for you, because I never had anyone. Never had anyone here for me. So it's okay, I'll be that person for you. You don't have to go through this alone. And yeah, as I said, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to go through every single experience. But I'm kind of relieved somehow that this was revealed to me. I learned a new thing about myself that has been buried in me for the longest time. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Stay safe and love you so much. Bye bye.